Hello, my name's Angela, and I just want to begin by saying welcome. I am so glad that you're here and that you found us for another Sessions with Spirit. If this is the first time you've come across one of these videos, what is Sessions with Spirit? Well, I'm a channel, and the point of these videos, to me, a deck of cards, and we're just going to see what information wants to get channeled through. I have no idea what we're going to talk about, so let's do it. Let's just dive right in and see what wants to be shared today. So, hmm, 3 cards, please, to start. Okay. Mhm. We have the card of destiny. We have the heart chakra. And we have the card of emotional withdrawal. We also have triumphant success, which kind of just popped out of here. So, how do you know when it's time to listen to your heart and when it's time to go within? Do you know when it's time to fulfill those sacred actions or when it's time to stay still? How do you know when is the right time to follow your heart? How do you know? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's write this down. What does the term follow your heart mean? Yeah, what does that actually mean to you? What have you decided it's going to mean for you? Okay, let's see. Okay, do you know when it's time to suffer in silence? Not when it's time to, when you're choosing to, when you're simply choosing to suffer in silence rather than following the guidance of the heart, because the heart would never tell you to suffer. The heart would never tell you to suffer. But then we can, okay, the example that I'm being given right now is you're in a relationship, okay? You know when that relationship has come to its expiration date. That's what we'll call it, okay? All good things must come to an end. That's what I'm hearing. All good things must come to an end. That's actually, hmm, hmm. Isn't there an aspect of like expecting to suffer then within the things that we're deeming as good? Maybe, maybe. Let's see what else we want to say about this. Who do we want to have? Well, that's the zombies because they're fun. Okay, put this over. Just give me a minute here, or else I just kind of end up with cards all over, and I know you cannot see, but go with it. Sometimes I make a mess. So try to keep this organized. So following your heart. Following your heart. What is there to say about this today? How often do you allow your heart and the desires of the heart to be infused into your creations? You need them to be separate? Can you allow them to be the same? Hmm. You see, there's many ways that you can create whatever it is that you came here to create. So, what do you want to create? Do you want it to be heart centered? Is that one way that you can fulfill your own destiny? Maybe, because that is what you came here for, right? You came here for a specific purpose to fulfill something. What is it? Do you allow your heart to be in it? Is there no room for your heart in it? What is it? Hmm. Okay. What else do we want to say about following the heart? No, I understand. I don't necessarily read the cards how the book is going to tell you to read. This is a lot more intuitive, so just go with that. But how often are you judging what your heart's telling you to follow? How often are you just embracing that which you find to be different? Hmm. When it's time to retreat and to go within, because really, when we go within, you see all these guys in the back here? Okay. So when we're going within, all that stuff is still there. It's still there. So if it's always going to, not always, if it's still going to be there, even in the moments where we are retreating within, okay, because emotional withdrawal does not actually have to be anything negative. It doesn't. And all of that stuff is still going to be there when you want to get up off the couch, when you're done going within, right? Because you have a choice. What is it that you want to choose? What is it that you want to choose? Is your heart just presenting you with more options? Sometimes our heart can present us with options that our mind did not know was there, vice versa. Vice versa, too. Okay. What else do we want to say? What else? Clarify the Six of Cups here. Yeah. So we got the High Priestess here. Your intuition. Is one route of the intuition the channel of the heart? The channel of the heart. Hmm. Okay. I'm just going to write that down. I don't know why, but so what I'm being given here is like a channel of the heart, an old, like a TV, like one of those old TVs that you would actually have to go up and like physically change the dial on the TV to change the picture, what you're receiving. Hmm. So is there with somewhere within your heart, I'm seeing just like a dial. Like if you're not really, I don't know. Okay. So we're going back to this old TV, right? We have the bunny ears on it. Okay. And then when you know the picture wasn't quite clear, you would just have to go up and just kind of just turn the knob, right? I wonder if that's something that we have to do sometimes within our own heart, especially when we've had to put up those boundaries, when we've decided that we've had to suffer in silence. I wonder if there was just a little turn of the knob that was needed. Yeah. Hmm. Channel of the heart. Channel of the heart. Channel of the heart. All right, get another one here. Okay. You got the Hierophant, but then down here it says wisdom, understanding, and mentoring. And then we have the card of karma. I love these space cards. They're fun. Domino effect. Okay, just a second here. Okay. The heart is a vessel. The heart as a vessel is how the heart as a vessel for learning, experience, and expansion. How often do you allow life to be your teacher? Hmm. Truly, truly. How often do you actually allow life to be your teacher, to change your mind, to show you different ways that you might not have noticed before? Karma. Because all karma is just energy in motion. It's not a form of punishment. We have bastardized the concept of karma. Like, example, I was at a family gathering recently, and family drama, right? So there was a couple, they're all my cousins, right? So, especially when you come from well, I'm not sure about your family, but the indigenous family that I come from, they're all cousins and aunties anyway. But anyway, my cousins. So there's two, they're sisters, and didn't necessarily get along. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. And then there was a house fire at one of the cousin's house. Everything burned down. Now, the one that they were fighting with, karma, because you fucked me over. That's why your house burnt down. That's your karma. Really? Really? You think that's all it is? You think that's all it is? Because what? Bad things happen to good people? Anyway, where are we going with all of that? Where we're going with all of that, bring it back. If what you are coming across now, and karma is only energy in motion, right? Like, for example, so your house burning down because you maybe double crossed one of your family members. Is that really karma? What if karma are just, you said this to somebody and then that was why they acted in that way? And that's all that it is. And the meaning that we are applying to it, because we're busy thinking that we're the only ones that are right. Mm, yeah. How many arguments and disagreements, fights, whatever have you gotten into solely because you wanted to be the rightest person in the room? I know I definitely could have avoided some conflict had I not have needed people to see things only in my way, forgetting that that's actually a little bit impossible. How can you expect somebody to see things the way that you see them when they have not had your life experiences? And then we throw in something like karma that we've just misunderstood and be that's why you're being punished? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. But yeah, what if you could allow everything to be your teacher? Because it is. Now, if you don't want to be taught, that doesn't mean that the learning opportunities aren't actually available to you. Yeah. Children and lessons, and nature and perspective. Okay. Yeah. So, talking about the heart of children, the lessons. I don't really like that word lesson, but our egos get to have preferences, and that gets to be okay. That gets to be okay. These cards actually just pause for a second here. Not sure if you can see it. Just the face. It's just, yeah. Anyway. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, nature, perspective, perspective. What's that have to do with the heart? I got these two kids here, heart of children. What would it take for you to actually decide that you wanted to look at life like you did when you were a child? When everything was innocent, because it is. Mhm. Just a moment. Everybody is innocent. However, that does not mean their actions are. There is a difference. There is a difference. But what would it take for you to actually look at life through the eyes of a child again? What can it teach you? What could it teach you? So I'm kind of being reminded, Peter Pan, don't ever want to grow up. Well, simultaneously, we shame people when we feel that they are acting too immature. But what if they're just reminding you of the innocence that is actually always there? Again, that does not mean all actions are innocent. I'm not going to gaslight you by telling you that and then expecting you to believe it. Not all actions are innocent, but the soul is. The soul is and will be, regardless of our judgments. We judge things that we don't understand for a multitude of reasons. We're really just trying to what? Feel safe? I'm not saying judgments aren't a good thing. The grace of discernment is something to be experienced. Mhm. Okay. Nature. Nature. Your perspective. How do you want to see it? Because remember, nature. Source is nature. Creation is nature. Can you let it be your greatest teacher? What it's there for? What it's there for you to experience if you're choosing to experience it that way. And if you're not, it's there anyway. Okay. What? mm, Okay, just a second here. Spiritual union, matters of the heart. Really thinking of anything. I was just shuffling. Okay. I feel there's something else in nature. What is, elaborate on nature, please. Elaborate on nature. Okay. So we have emotional loss and authority. And just a second here. I am drawing a blank on what that card is. Okay, it is the Emperor. This is the Emperor. I thought it was, but a little bit better than you. Okay. So what is emotional loss and authority? How do you learn compassion but through suffering? Okay. What is it that you're judging to have actually been lost? Can it be lost if it was never yours in the first place? Hmm. Hmm. Being brought over here. So we got emotional loss, and we have emotional withdrawal. Spiritual union. Yeah, okay, because really, the loss, the withdrawal, are these just perspectives, different perspectives that are available to you at any given time. That's just bringing you closer to yourself. Really. Isn't that all life is doing? It's just bringing us closer into our own essence, into who we are, who we've always been. You just forgot. Okay. Yeah. Could this be how you gain your spiritual strength? By standing your ground and choosing wisely. Yeah, there's that whole discernment there. Again, when it's following the matters of the heart, how do you know when there's only one choice? Hmm. Whoever said there was only one choice? Probably some human somewhere. Probably butthurt about something. Because that's what we do, right? Anyway, okay. What else? What else do you want to say? Let's expand on this Emperor card. Authority, matters of the heart. Please expand. Expression, your throat chakra. Because the so talk about your chakras for a second. So the throat. So the throat, the third eye, the crown. Okay. Those are your whatever we're calling them. Okay. This one's up here. Here. Down here, we have your sacral. So we would have your root, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus. In between, we have the heart. The heart is actually a bridge. Your heart is actually what bridges because, okay, so you can get an information up here, right? But you need to bring it down here into the heart before you can send it down to your foundation, back to your root, back to your sacral, back to how you're going to create it up. Or sometimes we need to, the lower chakras needing the root, the foundation, whatever, like you need the foundation before all of this stuff up here can come in, and you need the bridge of the heart. I actually am going to be in my spiritual community on Facebook, the Sacred Awareness Collective. Um, if you're looking for a community of like minded individuals, we would love to have you there. But anyway, once a month in my community, I hold free group healing sessions. And if we are being honest, these are some of the more powerful healings I've actually ever written are my gift to the world for free. So I hope that didn't actually sound too egoic because that was not the point. But anyway, where I'm going with that is we're actually going to be going on a journey through the chakras, starting with the root. Yeah, next month is September. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is time, right? Anyway, so starting in September, we're going to be going through all seven. So, anyway, if you would like to journey through the chakras with me, I would love to have you there. But anyway, yeah, the heart is a bridge. Okay, let's just go back to these. How do you know what to follow without the discernment of the heart? Hmm. How do you know what to follow? Because remember, all paths lead to home. What if there was real no actual right or wrong way to get to where you're going? Because it's the experience, not the destination, that is going to provide you with the most expansion and growth opportunities. They're there for your taking. Remember, destiny. What if you could trust that your life was so divinely orchestrated that you couldn't actually screw it up? What if I told you that that was true, even if you don't agree with it? Doesn't make it any less true. But yeah, so if your whole life has already been planned by you before you came here to have your experience, you get to be the own authority over your life. You get to allow life, nature itself, to be your teacher. And when you forget about those moments, look to children. Look to children. They are more in tune with their hearts than I think most adults realize. There's a little meme kind of that was coming to mind here. I want to share with you because I'm actually now realizing the more I'm doing these, there's a lot of my own personal stories and anecdotes and memories that come up. And I'm beginning to realize they're coming up for a reason. So I'm going to start sharing them. So, have you seen the one? And it's a picture of two little girls, and there's a little Caucasian girl and a little African American girl. And in this picture, yeah, okay, so I think the story that goes with the picture is like dad and his daughter were shopping, parent and child were shopping. Okay, whatever, parent. And then look, we're twins because there's a little black girl and a little white girl that were wearing the same outfit. And the children just thought, we're twins. Look at us. Not realizing they aren't the same, but they can see past those differences because they see the parts of them that are the same. What would it take for you to look at life as a child does? Hmm. What would it take to look at life as a child does back before the hurt? Children represent innocence. To me, they do because they are. Yeah. And the heart, well, doesn't that want to just see everybody as innocent? Because it knows that you are. Your actions, those are different. Your actions, those are the human things that you do. It's not heart. It's not your heart guidance. Hmm. Okay. So, oh, excuse me. What else do we want to say? We're going to start tying some things together here. Okay. So, what this is telling me regardless of the choices and the opportunities that you've followed through on, you can always pick something different. You can always pick something new. Just because that's how you did it before, that doesn't mean this is how you need to continue doing it in the future. What if that's just something your heart wanting to show you? Another thing for green dress here, heart, color of heart, right? Why am I being brought to that? You always have an option to choose, regardless of how you've done it before, regardless of how anybody before you has done it. You didn't come here to create in the same ways. So why are you trying to make yourself do that? You cannot be a round peg forcing yourself into a square hole. And the discernment of the heart can be one way you do that. Hmm. Okay. 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 My hair is just bugging me today. Need a haircut. Anybody in Regina who can cut hair straight? I need your help. Anyway, okay. So let's start tying these all in here. Mm, yeah, here's our TV I was talking about. Turn the dial. Just turn the dial. You know when you need to do that. Your heart will tell you. Your heart will tell you, and it is up to you to listen to it. It is up to you to listen to it, to find the ways. Now, what this one kind of means to me. So if you look, there's a lady that looks like her as a zombie. Same as this guy. Looks like him as a zombie. How are you going to serve yourself? How are you going to serve yourself? Remembering, mhm, law of one here for a moment. You are another reflection of me. So when I'm serving you, I'm still serving myself. Mhm. Okay. I want our space cards again because these are fun. We're not just going to flip them over. Okay. Can I get a final message here, please? Okay. Just a moment. Okay. The Empress. Development. How often is your ego masquerading as the voice of your heart? Because discernment, remember? It's the word development here. The point of Earth, I'm not saying this is the grand point of Earth, okay? But here's one of them. Not the only one, but here's one. You came here because you were working on a certain part of your soul's mastery. Okay? You're developing something. What do I want to say about the ego and the heart? It'll come in a minute. But I have a card of code, which is puzzle, synchronicity, and coincidence. Following those signs. Are you following? Are you following them? How often, when you get a piece of advice, do you go into the heart? Yeah. The ego with the heart. Okay, back to that for a second. What do you want to say about that? Just, mm, it's right there. What do you want to say? Union. Have you ever thought of allowing your ego to be the servant to your heart? It can be. It can be with some work and a desire to do so. So, matters of the heart here. And if we each have different experiences, hmm, just a sec. Choices. Your heart's just offering you a choice. What do you want to choose? What if all your heart is doing in all moments is just offering you a choice? Because remember, every single thing that you see is only love or call to love. That's it. And it's up to you to answer those calls. It is up to you to answer those calls without judging them. Because remember, if you want to be the vessel, you can't be the judger. The judger. The judge. Yeah, the person who judges, the judger. Okay. You can't. Your discernment, it is what is required. And what if that's one of the things that the heart is trying to teach us through the channel of the heart? Channel of the heart also makes me think of a channel for grace, a channel of cosmic consciousness. Yeah. So cosmic consciousness kind of talk about your chakras for a second. Yeah, kind of comes in the crown, right? If you can let it get past the throat before you judge, I can't say something like that. For example, something I've said, just let it go further into the channel of the heart because The channel of the heart knows when to turn this dial, ever so slightly. Hmm. Okay. Can I have, I'll use these ones. Mm, Part of activate. Will you take the activation that your heart is currently offering you in whatever situation that you're facing right now? You're going to let that catalyze you further into your own awakening? Hmm. What are you going to choose? Choose wisely, knowing you do not have to suffer in silence. You are your own authority, okay? That is going to lead you your own spiritual union. I know this kind of looks like a couple, but what if that's you and Source coming together in a spiritual union? That activation is available to you if you want to take it. If you want to take it. If you don't, well, follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Make the choices that you have to make, knowing you can pick a different choice, a different option than it was available to you prior. Sometimes we don't know all of the options that are available to us until we've removed ourselves ever so slightly from what we're in the middle of. And remember, stand your ground. Look at the world as children do. Where you'll find some of your spiritual strengths. Okay. Hmm. Well, that feels pretty good to me. So we're going to leave it at that. Now, if you have found this helpful or enjoyable and entertaining, consider giving the video a like, subscribe, so that you won't miss more videos in the future. More things that I'm allowing my heart to channel through to yours. So, if you're interested in working together, check out my shop. It's payhip.com/sacred awareness. Um, I do things called beyond quantum healing sessions, regressions, past life, parallel life, depending on how you're going to look at it. I also do some coaching. I have sounded like a question. It's a statement. I do coaching. So, what do I have? I have one on rewriting your life story. I also have one on um, pathway to success. It's goal coaching, lots of different things. And I'm always adding things into my old tool belt because I love learning and I love passing on information to just, honestly, I want to be the hand that somebody is looking for when they're trying to get out of whatever it is they're getting out of. Just want to be the hand to reach out and help. So, leave it at that. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending this time with me. And until next time, happy exploring.